Hey, I'm going to play Let It Go from Disney's Frozen, and she's going to sing it, and I'm going to be playing straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play along with me, and then get 15 years of voice lessons, and you can sing along with her. Maybe, if you were born with that. I'm not singing this song. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. After the song, I'll do a basic tutorial together with a slow motion close-up play along. And now here goes.
White on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. You always have to be concealed, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. The fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I'm one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. Its surface blurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling and frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, let it go. I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, let it go. The perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Yeah! All right. Okay, Let It Go. What a wonderful, wonderful song. All right. Lots of places in this song, lots of parts of this song. Yes, of course, you could play a simpler version. In fact, there's a simpler version of the song sheet right after the more complicated version that we covered. So if this is just too rough for you, then skip a couple pages ahead in the song sheet and you'll find a simpler version. It basically just has simpler strums and less chord transitions and simpler chords. Makes it a little easier. But having said that, the complex version is not all that complex. Well, okay, maybe it is complex, but it's not all that hard. So if you love the song, then I would urge you to you know, practice and learn the complex version. Or maybe learn the simpler one first, and then gear up and learn pieces of the more complicated one. All right, I'm going to do this chronologically throughout the song. The intro is in tab, Now you can just play the chords if you want. It would sound like this. In fact, I'm just going to strum. This would be the simplest version, right? If you just strum the chords for the intro, it would be like this. Not bad, right? Okay, here's what I did. Whoops, haha. You choose. The tab is written out there for you. The way I play the tab, I use my 4 strong fingers. I only have 4 strings, so I don't need my weak one. I have 1 finger for each string. I'm strumming with my index finger. Whoops, sorry. I'm dropping. I actually hold my hands. I hold my left hand positioned a little funny for an E minor because I have to start out on the 2nd fret. So I've got 2 strings with that, the other 2 strings on the 4th fret like that, and then I hammer on with my middle finger, right? And I'm plucking again with other than the strum. I've got a finger assigned to each string, and that means that all this action on the 4th and the 2nd string are done with my thumb and my middle finger, because that's how my fingers are falling on the strings. So I'm hammering on with my middle finger on the left hand, right? Right? And then I switch over like this. The C is going to be here, but I want to continue hearing this. So that's how I do it. Okay? Then the first 2 fingers of the D. That's it. That's the whole intro. So if you want to learn it, you can do it. Whoops, haha, screwed up. Okay, what did I do in the verse? I did what I call a strum arpeggio, kind of like what I just did there, except a lot simpler because it's just a pattern. You don't have to remember every note of anything. It's a strum. You count. Strings are counted from the floor, so this is the 4th string, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, I have a low G. You can do it with a high G too. All of this, the entire song, you can do with a high G ukulele. It'll sound a little different, but it'll still sound real good. So what did I do with this strum arpeggio? I go down with my index finger. That's what the D is in the arpeggio description there. D, 4, 3, right? D, 4, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 together. So that's it. For 4/4 time, it's basically 3, 3, 2. That's how you get your 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Sorry. Now the difference, or the break, the exception to what I just did would be when you go from the A sus4 to the A minor. Here's what I mean. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. I just go down. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. That's it. That's that strum arpeggio, okay? And I only do it in that spot. Only the first verse. Only that spot. Because then, at the end of that verse, the very last line, couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I've tried. It's billed now with the strum. And don't let them in. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you are. we switch to a different part. But see, I started strumming, and then I'm building. That alternate C, by the way, normally I think of, here's first position, here's second position. With a low G, it sounds real good if you leave that. It's coming up, but it's still got that. It sounds real full if you play that way. So that's why I called it an alternate C. It's a C, but I played it that way. All right, so you're building up then in the pre-chorus, and then the first chorus, only the first chorus. There's so many things in this song where you only do this in this spot and then never again. So yeah, there's a lot to learn if you want to play it this way, but it sounds cool, doesn't it? Let it go. Oh, sorry. Let it go. Again, arpeggio. I got a finger for each string, right? I'm only using these 3 fingers. These 2 are on the first and second strings. So I got my G here. All I'm doing is going back between plucking these 2 and plucking the third. So the first and second, and then the third. That's it. It's faster than that, but that's it. Easiest ever arpeggio. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. And then switch. Now those chords, now it's worth talking about the chord changes. Okay, I had pretty simple, pretty straightforward chords before. In fact, I'm going to go over the chords from the start of the song. Here we go, E minor. So, snow glows white on the mountain tonight. So all I'm doing from that E minor, right? All I'm doing is roll my middle finger and I got the C. And then you have to jump to the D. Oh well. Not a footprint to be seen. Now all you're going to do is pick up one finger. Pick up the other finger. That's it. That's it. And then the next line. Kingdom of isolation. Have to jump to a D. Look like I'm the queen. And yes, you have to switch your fingers there. All right. Then now, with this Let It Go, I'm introducing a G6. All it is a G where you pick one finger up, right? It just has those. That's a G6, also known as an E minor 7. But that's it. Let it go, let it go. By the way, you can do a straight G if you want, or a straight D. But the way I'm doing it, and I have the chords written right by there, right, you know, right where they need to be. Let it go, let it go. All you have to do is drop your index finger across. You don't even need to stretch it with the bar, because you're only, if you do the arpeggio, you're not gonna hit your 4th string. So, right? That's it. And then the 2, and then C. That's that part. Now, the next, and this one, the chords at least are repeated throughout the song. I don't care what they're going to say. Now that's 6 chords in one line, but they are easy transitions. Let me show you. G. Now, your ring finger is your anchor point. It stays exactly where it belongs, or right where it was already. And your D sus4, that's your D sus4, right? So your G is there. You pick up these 2 fingers and put them on the side. That's your D sus4, and then slide one finger down, and that's your D. Now, I'm going to do what seems like an uncomfortable G6. I'm going to leave my middle finger there, move my ring finger over. G6, C add 9, I'm going to move one finger up, and then pick up. See how little movement that is? G. Here's the biggest movement, from there to there. So barely move. Move one finger. Move one finger. Pick up one finger. That's it. 6 chords with barely any movement. That's probably one of the reasons it sounds so elegant, is because the segues are so minor in between the chords, that you're just, you know, you're just touching a little bit. And then let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Okay, so D6, just bar it, right? And then when you go to the B flat, slide up to a C. Instead of doing your standard C, slide up. Cold never bothered me anyway. And that's it. All right, now I'm going to go, there's another section of the song where we go all for drama. So that's, you know, the next third of the song is like that. But then there's an interlude where there's all kinds of brass instruments playing and orchestrated instruments. Maybe not brass. Maybe it's just violins and cellos and things. But there's a lot going on that I couldn't duplicate on ukulele, or I didn't try anyway, because I didn't want to work that hard. But what I did want, I wanted the frenetic energy. That's what I called it. Frenetic energy of that. So what did I do? I took a C. It's all on C. You're just hanging out on C. And you could just play it like... But it's hard to get energy with that. So what did I do? I went like this. Sorry. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All the chord charts, or all the chord pictures, are right there next to the line, but all I did is, you know, here's a B flat, right? Do that on the 3rd fret, and that's a C. That's a C. Then do a closed G shape up on the 7th fret. And drop your pinky. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then it's similar on the lines of the bridge, but you don't actually jump up until the end of the line. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. Exactly the same thing up 2 frets is the D. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. Oops, I did it wrong. Ha! That's an E minor. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. And the last one I wrote out C, 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 because it's... And then you stop, right? Do you hear that 5 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So, I'm never going back. The past is in the past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it go. Okay? That's it. That's it. That's the entire song. I showed you the whole thing, and now you can go off and freeze yourself and play it. I'm going to play part of the song in slow motion, parts of it. I think I'm going to play, this would be an awful long song if I did the whole thing in slow motion, but so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, I'm going to do the intro, slow motion, close up on my left hand. The intro through chorus, or through the interlude, okay? The intro through the interlude, and then I'm going to go to the second page and do parts of that. So if you want to stick around for the slow motion close-up play along, if you think that would be helpful, then stick around. If you don't think it'd be helpful, then don't stick around. But hey, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. You want lots more free ukulele, or you want lots more videos, subscribe to our meetup page. It's free, of course. You want lots more free ukulele song sheets, check out our Dropbox in the link, the video link, and our meetup page, and come to an event. Come play with us some Wednesday. All right, now here goes. Slow motion, close up on my left hand. I'm going to start with the intro. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, and... Sorry? The snow glows white on the mountain tonight. I'm doing that wrong, sorry. Snow glows white on the mountain tonight. Not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation. is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I've tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. See that dash? That's for the pause. Well, now they know. Let it go. Let it go. Sorry. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Okay, flip to the second page. Sorry, by the way, I couldn't find a way to get this into one page. Couldn't do it. Okay, I'm going to start with chorus B again now, and I'm going to go straight through, I think straight through the end of the song, which will do 2 more choruses, but it'll show the interlude and the bridge also in slow motion close-up. So here we go. Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. Here we go now. See how I'm just sliding from the B flat. You already got it there. Here's the listen to me. The interlude. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around, and one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Here comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it go. Let it go. While I rise like the break of dawn. Let it go. Let it go. That perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.